Hi everyone, this is Neil with Dorkaholics. Today I'm with MIREI, a Japanese musical artist.
Hello, my name is MIREI and I sing.
How was performing at Summerfest? I read that it's your second time performing in America.
Yes, it was the second time performing in LA, and it was like first time for this 10 years. And that was like back then I was just 14 years old. So, being 24 years old and releasing all the English and Japanese songs, and I'm able to perform it in front of the audiences in Los Angeles. It was amazing. It was unbelievable to me.
And because we're at Anime Expo, I have to ask you, what is some of your favorite animes growing up?
It's Oshinoko right now because that keeps revealing the dark side of entertainment industry, just like my songs, and I really love how they do it because it's beautiful. It's like peaceful at the same time. It's so serious, and I love that vibe.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of your music, I know one of your newer songs is Lonely in Tokyo. Could you explain kind of how it sounds like it'll be a dark song at first, but you want it to be more comforting?
Yeah. It's the song about being in the entertainment industry and seeking for what the light in the darkness, but at the same time I really wanna express that message that everyone is lonely in somehow, and we can not be together from the bottom of our heart, or sticking together in our life. When we are born and when we die, we are all alone, but at the same time it's possible to share our loneliness together, that the fact that we are lonely and how we feel lonely, and that is the core message of how I write my song Lonely in Tokyo, especially in Japanese this time.
Yeah, I saw that there's two music videos, so
Yes.
Japanese and English. Were you able to get the meaning for the song in both languages, or were there some changes?
So this song and the way that I released this song in Japanese also has the story. So let me talk about it, because at first it was sang in English. I wrote it in English and I released it excluding Asian countries, and it's because that was too serious at the time, and that was too dark, and that was too dangerous to talk about it. It was inappropriate at that time in Asian country because I was talking two serious problems, and that was actually happening right now in entertainment industry, especially in Japanese industry. But I really wanted to talk about it because I couldn't stand all of it, and especially when I write those things, I was only like 20 years old or something, and I was going into the age of getting women into girl, and the people were grooming us like the minors because we were so young, and there were so many talented friends around me, and they were all experienced the same thing, and we couldn't do anything because the power of the industry was so strong in Asia. But at that time, in Western country and culture, there was the movement of Me Too movement, and it moves me a lot. It was so inspirational, and it was like, it was the revolution of myself too, watching that and going through that. And so I thought that was like the only hope, just like the girl in Lonely in Tokyo, that to sing that song in English and want them to know, like especially the Western people, to know what is really happening in Asia. And when I released Lonely Tokyo, people loved it, and I really appreciate it, and that gave me a chance to release it in Japanese. But it surpassed like 3 years since then, and it includes pandemic. So all the environment and society changed a lot through the pandemic. So I added some stuff that nowadays, and I was more focused on how Japanese people, Japanese women feels loneliness. And so I think it gave the whole story of Lonely Tokyo more deeper and more further. And I think, yeah, I really appreciate because I couldn't made it without any love from you guys.
Do you have any big projects, tour, anything that you want to let fans know that is coming up for you?
This was the first time that I mixed my songs of Japanese and English songs at the live set, like this Summer Fest, and I really loved it, and I got so much confidence and power and love from you guys. And now I'm planning to go on the US tour. And so, yeah, please look forward to it. I'm gonna see you again. And also, I am planning to do the album in Japanese. And also, I already have tons of songs, like in English. But I am just looking for the right moment to release it. So please look forward to it soon.
Thank you so much, Mirei. This has
Thank
been Neil with
you.
Dorkaholics.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dorkaholic.